Imagine waking up in the morning in 1995. The alarm clock rings, you rush to work, collect papers, check your pager, and rush to the office, where you will find a coffee maker, the hum of a copier, and a morning meeting at the blackboard. Now, fast forward to 2025. You open your laptop right out of bed, connect to Zoom, drink coffee at home, and discuss the project with colleagues from 3 different countries. In 3 decades, the work has changed beyond recognition. And today we will look at how the office of the 1990s turned into a digital ecosystem of remote work in the 2020s, how the work culture, attitude to time, to the team, and the very concept of work have changed. In the 1990s, the office was the center of professional life. It was a place where you had to physically come, where there were heavy monitors, paper documents, telephones with wires, and endless meetings. The work processes were linear. The boss gives orders, subordinates execute. It was the presence that was important, not the result. The team was a family. The employees had lunch together, discussed the news, celebrated holidays, and felt like part of a big corporate machine. Every morning began with traffic jams, and the day began with conversations at the cooler. Email was just appearing. Fax remained the main way to exchange documents. The workplace symbolized status: a desk, a telephone line, a filing cabinet, and business card holders with contacts. Success was measured not by flexibility and speed, but by hours spent in the office. The work culture of the 1990s formed a certain ritual: suit, tie, dress code, fixed schedule. The office was perceived as part of a social identity. Work was separated from personal life. The man was free after 6 in the evening, and if someone was delayed, it was considered a manifestation of responsibility. Technology existed to help, but it did not define the way of life. Now fast forward to the 2020s. The world has experienced a digital revolution and a pandemic that has forever changed the way we approach work. The concept of remote has appeared, not just a format, but a whole culture. People work from home, cafes, co-working spaces, or even from the beach. The workplace is now a laptop and a stable internet connection. A team is made up of people you may never have seen in person. Meetings are held via video conferencing. Tasks are tracked in Trello, Slack, or Notion, and reports are generated by AI. The culture of remote work has brought freedom, flexible hours, the ability to balance between career and personal life, and choose where and when to work. But with this freedom came a new burden: blurring the boundaries between home and work, constant notifications, and the feeling that you are always in touch. Instead of office conversations, the cooler uses chats and emojis. Instead of an open office, there are virtual spaces. Dashboards and metrics are used instead of paper reports. The removal changed not only the format, but also the psychology of work itself. If earlier collective participation and stability were valued, now the main thing is efficiency, reaction speed, adaptability. Companies hire specialists all over the world, creating distributed teams that work 24/7. An employee of the 21st century must be able to manage time, be self-organized, and master digital tools. The concept of a digital office has emerged. It is not a place, but a system where all processes are automated, from accounting to communications. Work meetings have replaced short video calls, and traditional reports have replaced collaborative cloud documents. Even the corporate culture has adapted. Now it is expressed not in office traditions, but in memes, online parties, and weekly phone calls. The office of the 1990s was built on a vertical basis: a boss and subordinates, a strict structure. Remote work in the 2020s is on the horizon. Now each employee is an autonomous unit, driven by results rather than time. Hierarchy has become softer, communication has become more direct, and leadership has become less formal. Managers have become mentors, and employees have gained more responsibility and freedom. These changes have also affected technology. If computers were a tool in the 90s, now they are the center of the professional universe. Artificial intelligence analyzes data, plans tasks, helps write texts, creates designs, and even code. Instead of physical infrastructure, digital infrastructure, servers, clouds, VPNs, and security systems. The workplace has become global, and the office has become virtual. Interestingly, along with the removal, a new form of loneliness appeared. People began to interact less offline. less often to feel the team spirit. Psychologists note an increase in burnout because the house has ceased to be a place of rest. The working day has stretched, and the brain is increasingly online. Companies began to look for a balance, to create hybrid models where you can both work from home and come to the office for communication. Work in the 2020s has become a hybrid of productivity and the search for meaning. The younger generation values flexibility, development, and emotional well-being rather than stability. The work culture has shifted from working to live to living by finding yourself at work. And although efficiency has increased, the sense of human intimacy is sometimes lost. Nevertheless, modern remote culture has given humanity a huge bonus: accessibility. A person from anywhere in the world can build a career without leaving their city. Talent is no longer limited by geography, and companies, in turn, got a chance to hire the best specialists, regardless of the country. If the office of the 1990s was a symbol of stability, then remote work in the 2020s is a symbol of evolution. We stopped being tied to a place. Labor has become global, flexible, and technologically advanced. The office remained only on the screen, in the form of chats, calendars, and video windows. Most likely, the future will combine both approaches. People will meet for creativity and ideas, but the routine will be left to technology. And perhaps, in this fusion of old and new, the real meaning of work is born, not in where you sit, but in what you create.